Hey there, so today we have another review and I'm really excited to bring this one for you guys. This is Fable. So this is Fable Farm Fermentory. This is actually a cider from Barnard, Vermont, and picked this up a while ago. I'm really excited to finally dig into this one, and I've actually never had anything from them before. They're a small batch cidery, and you can go on the website. It's really interesting to check out and learn more about their project. And they have a farm, and they actually have a thing. It's called cider as wine. That's the kind of process that they're doing. Again, it's about fermentation of fruit. They're using wild yeast in here. They're barrel aging everything. So it's a very kind of rustic kind of way that they're doing everything. This is their Fluxion Ancestral. So this is wild fermented, unfiltered, barrel aged, no sulfites added, which is something you might use in cider or wine. So again, very natural process. Might be more familiar to natural wine if you guys drink that. I'm actually not too familiar about that product. 6.8%. And interesting thing, it says, where does it say? 33 cases produced of this. So there's less than 400 bottles of this ever produced, which is really exciting. Talk about your whales. I mean, some craft breweries put out some small numbers, but this is some really small numbers. So they first had vintage Fluxion from 2013 that was aged longer in barrels, and then once they bottled Fluxion 2015, which was a still cider, they then kept some in barrels, then topped it off with 2016 juice. So this goes all the way back to 2013. Apples were harvested in August of 2013, and so it's a dry cider. I'm really excited about this one. I've been holding on to this one, and I really like their ethos and sort of that kind of mood of what they're doing. So I'm really curious how this turns out. Again, obviously we review a lot of beer on this channel, but obviously as a foodie, it's great to enjoy other things. There's some other great products out there. So hopefully in the future I'll bring you guys more ciders, wines, and maybe spirits and other good stuff. But I believe this is a still cider, as you can see. Beautiful clarity on there. Looks gorgeous. Let's get the aroma on it. Very nice. I get a little bit of that kind of musty kind of quality in here. It has a little bit of that kind of barnyardy, familiar quality that you might get from Belgian Gose. It smells tart, but there is a generally kind of sweet, acidic apple in general. As I smell it more, you're definitely getting a little bit of that kind of plastic and paint thinner kind of thing that you get in some of these funky beers. It smells nice. Cheers. It smells tart. First off, that is dry. Wow, but that's delicious, huh? Blunt palate, again, it is still cider. It has a beautiful maturity of something like a really wonderfully oak forward and dry white wine. That's the general kind of flavor profile you get in here. It really doesn't lean, if you guys are familiar, cider drinkers, to just your simple stuff that you find on the shelf, your Angry Orchard and stuff like that. That stuff is sweet apple juice. This really does not lean towards that much apple juice flavor. Yeah, wow. As you drink it, it maybe has imagine a product that had something like 20, 30, 40% maybe apple juice in it. It doesn't taste like full on sweetness of apples. Instead, it has this beautiful kind of dry kind of gritty apple peel kind of bitterness throughout, the tart quality of the peel as well. And then there's also that kind of strange medicinal, chemically kind of flavor that's dancing around. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of tannic structure attaching onto my tongue and teeth. And then it's beautifully dry. It's an elegant product. For sure, cider as wine. This tastes more like white wine than it does taste like cider to most people, I'd say. And then you love those analogies because you immediately also think of that kind of acidity in there. You're thinking in the range of lambic, a little bit like, I personally, I think I've actually had a little bit of still lambic. So lambic is what is used to make Gose. 1, 2, 3-year-old lambic is used to make Gose, but in general, lambic is actually relatively young, does not have the intense complexities of Gose, but also it is a still product. So I've yet to do the Seine Valley and visit Belgium and try all those interesting small batch local Gose lambics, but I imagine it tastes somewhat analogous to this. So, that is delicious. That is delicious, and it really rides on this beautiful, it's actually not that tart, but as it's cold, it really is super refreshing, but with that really beautiful complexity that you get in Belgian spontaneous fermented beer and white wine. So absolutely amazing. I really can't wait to get more of this whole thing next time when I'm in Vermont. This is Fable Farm Fermentory. Until next time, guys, cheers.